Welcome to Marseille University Luminy, where the start of the course is nice and open, and then it narrows down into a nice uphill, and this was a crazy race for Tom. Completely crazy. A lot of action. This is the garden section, then there's the pavement. It's a really nice course. They've done quite a few races here. In the baby velo category, Tom's teammate hung on for the win. And Tom's little sister, who's 3.5, did her first ever bike race and was the first girl. And this is the start of Tom's category, so a lot of riders in the field. And they are off. Tom's on the second row on the far right in the red shorts. Canal with the lead, and Tom around the outside getting up into, what is that, P8, right behind Raphael in P7. Sasha's there in P6. And the front of the race is flying in a nice line, and then about 4 wide into that corner, and Tom somehow loses all the positions down into P13.
Be strong, Tom.
So pretty bad corner there, pretty terrible corner, and managed to get back to P12.
Next to, come on, Tom. Come on, Tom.
Flying Enzo up on the mountain bike just behind Tom. And you see there are so many riders here. Really good turnout for this category. And Tom's made another pass. I think he made another pass on Fanny, and then got passed by Enzo there. A lovely move. That's fine. This is a good train of riders to be in.
That's good. Just follow Enzo. That's good. That's good, Tom. It's fine.
Tom is well placed for the next few laps. And look at Raphael up here. Big crash and gets run into, and then a whole train of riders are trying to push past. And somehow, I think Fanny got through the best, and Tom ended up, I think, staying in P11, and Raphael somehow managed to stay in P7. It's a bit confusing.
Keep it going, Tom. It's good.
But that wasn't too bad, just held up the riders back from the front group. And down here there's been a crash, and last year's winner, Quentin Feli, is out. He hit a tree. Might be quite hurt, he couldn't continue the race. So down they come into the garden section. This bit you can't really overtake on, but Tom decided to overtake on it anyway. And round Raphael comes, leading this group of riders. And that's a good position for the chaos of lap 1. But if you thought that was chaos, when Tom came round the next corner, he was running. So the group has gone by and Tom is running. So I'm like, okay, the chain's probably off. I'll just go put it back on. The chain was completely broken. It took me a long time to figure that out. You just couldn't pedal. So I saw a bike on the side of the course. Pretty sure it was one of his teammates. So I said, jump on, finish the race. And he started off in P33. Quickly made up 2 places, and now he's back in P31, way back behind his usual group of riders. And up the hills, he was pretty flying. Here he is getting 2 places. And up into P29. And the next lap will be the last lap. So this is quite an adventure for Tom. On a bike with brakes that don't really work, and he's not really sure how it works. Bit small for him. Let's see if he can finish his lap on it.
Good, Tom. Stay in that gear. This is power.
Looking for the move on the outside.
Be strong,
And again
Tom.
going for
Be
the
strong.
outside, then the inside up to P27. And then down to P28 and 29. And then after the climb, he appeared in P24, so he obviously got moving up the hills, but he was struggling with the bike
Yeah, I know the
down the
brakes are
hills
shit.
and
Is
on
that
any
bumpy?
turn. So rather complicated race for Tom. Just one more rider to try and catch up. But big old crash, big old cut on his knee. And now it's just survival with a rider right on his tail and this group chasing Tom as he comes up to the last corner. Survives the corner, sprint to the line, and just holds on for what I think is P24. Very hard to say. Getting bandaged up with his teammate Rafael, who's also getting his arm looked after. So yeah, I don't know how that changed that. It's about a month old. No idea. Crazy. And well done to Tom for running as soon as the bike had a problem and not giving up, and then accepting a lesser bike and completing the race with full effort. Good job, Tom.